So I was doing Uber last night, and as I say all the time, doing if you have a fully functional new car or a car that just runs well, my car's a 21. I think you should be doing Uber if you need money. Hell, Uber, I would argue, Uber pays more money than most jobs. Uber pays more money than my actual job. Sometimes I think about just saying screw my real job and just go do Uber. Like the benefits are endless, but my car is relatively new, all that stuff. But anyways, right, I think you should do Uber if you have a, and when I say Uber, I mean driving people around, not that Uber Eats. I don't know if you get paid real money for that. I feel like they be scamming doing that. But anyways, I was doing Uber late night last night, and one of my riders, one of the people I picked up was a group of women. And I picked them up from a bar. And immediately in my head, I'm thinking, holy cow, I got to hurry up and get these women home as fast as possible. Because, they're at a bar, they're drunk. Me, Kreezy, I don't mess around with none of that. First off, I don't like alcohol at all. I think alcohol is stupid, horrible. Maybe it's because of the things I've seen. Maybe it's because of the way I've seen people act when they were younger. But me, I don't drink alcohol. I don't like alcohol. I don't like being around people that drink alcohol. I don't like the smell. I don't like the taste. The girl I take seriously, she will not be drinking alcohol. I'm not an alcohol person. I think alcohol is worse than drugs, right? And like I was about to say, me, Kreezy, I definitely don't mess with girls when they're drunk. When you see a girl that's drunk, she's trying to talk to you, you better turn around and run away. Hell no. Too many cons. Not really any pros. There's these guys that are like, yo, get the girl drunk and then you can smash. And I hate to be that guy. But technically, according to the law, having intercourse with a woman who's drunk, that's considered grape. So those guys, I know we all know some of those guys that are like, yo, bro, we gotta get her drunk. Nigga, stay away from those guys. Those guys are a ship that is waiting to sink, and I will not be on that ship with them niggas when it sinks. Absolutely not. I stay as far away from drunk. I don't mess with none of that drunk people. I don't mess with definitely not drunk girls. I don't mess with none of that at all. And it's kind of crazy, right? Because when I'm doing Uber, sometimes I'll pick up the guys, and these guys, they'll be talking. They'll be like, they say something along the lines of, "Oh man, yo, I can imagine, bro. You probably be driving around a bunch of bad girls." I'm like, yo, you horny, bro. You are. That's how I know you get no action, mad horny. I'm out here hustling for money. Niggas asking me about the girls, bro. I don't care about the girls. I don't talk to the girls. If you ever done Uber or any type of ride share, they have you go through this training, bunch of videos. Pretty much the sum of those videos is pretty much don't talk to the riders, right? It's not exactly saying that, but if you were to watch the videos and listen to what they have to say, it's pretty much saying don't talk. There's a bunch of stuff you can't ask. It's what I got out of those training videos was you're better off not talking to the writers, right? And I know some people be like, yo, Kreezy, you be risen. Hell no, I'm not gonna be fucking talk. I didn't mean to curse. I'm trying not to curse as much in these videos, but no, I'm not talking to these girls unless they talk to me. But even if they're talking to me, my responses, my comments, short conversation ended. I'm not about to sit here and talk to these girls. I'm not about to sit here and potentially mess up this Uber stuff, because I know some people that have gotten their Uber messed up talking to girls, whether they were flirting intentionally or not. Sometimes I even had some girls say, damn, you're not that talkative. Hell no, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not trying to, I want the money. I'm not like these other guys. I don't care about, money over the girls, especially in a world. Why would you, I don't like cursing on this channel, but why would you shit where you eat? You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not I'm not rizzing them up. No, none of that stupid shit. I know you just cursed again. That's an L. I don't think I'm 5 minutes into the video. Anyway, that's what I was saying, right? So these girls were drunk, right? I'm driving them home, possibly going over the speed limit. Might even be cutting some red lines just to get them, some red lights, just to get them to their destination as fast as possible. And as they're talking, they're drunk. People are talking, these girls, I be trying to tell guys for the longest, bro. People don't be listening. I got slanged out by this in college. But girls really be running game, and they were talking about how they have some guy who's their driver, and not only is he their driver, the dude sparks them up, which is another reason why I'm very on my P's and Q's about girls that smoke, because they're not paying for it, right? But anyways, they said they had this driver who they just use him as a driver. Insane finesse. They just use him as a driver, and he's also a pothead, and they use him for getting from point A to B. I don't know why he wasn't available at that time. I don't know why I was driving, but anyways, they were saying that they use the guy to get from point A to B, and he also, anytime they link with him, he has some marijuana, so they'd be using him to smoke. And they were talking about how it's pretty clear that he likes them, and like the friend zone thing. And they're just sitting there laughing, clowning the guy. They called him fat. I'm just saying to myself, damn, bro, these girls be really running game. And you know what's crazy? That's not even the first time I heard a group of girls say something like that. A while before, like probably 2 weeks back, girls were saying the same thing. They said they had another driver. They had their own. They called this guy their own personal Uber driver. Again, I don't know how personal is he. Why was I driving them around then, right? But this other guy, they called him their own personal Uber driver, and they were laughing at him, calling him short and ugly. And I'm thinking, damn, bro. And they started talking. They were telling me how the night before they used him as a ride, and they said they were going to pay him, but they never paid him. And the dude was texting him saying, yo, when are you guys going to pay me? And he just never responded. I'm just thinking, yo, these girls be running game. But I can't even feel bad for the girls, because it's really the guys on it, bro. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing all this for some people you never even met? Forget it being girls. Regardless, I know they're horny. They're trying to get the box, but it's, yo, you would think after the first 2 times, because they had to scam a couple times, right? And this goes to the point of my vid. Girls will really use you. Girls will really finesse you if you let them, right? Every type of interaction or exchange should be beneficial on both sides, right? If I was, let's say I was one of the guys that was giving these girls free rides, what benefit, what positive benefit am I getting out of this, right? And if you were to sit those girls down and ask them, look them dead in the face and say, yo, what positive benefit would I get out of driving you around? They say some dumb, almost curse. They say something stupid, such as, oh, you get to be my presence. Yo, there is no benefit. You should not, listen, do not be letting girls get free things off of you, because they'll take it every time. They'll take it every time. It's not about girls, bro. Forget the girls. This is human nature. If you do something for somebody and there's it's 100% beneficial to them, they're gonna say, like, if you came up to me and you gave me $100 and I don't gotta do nothing, I'll take the $100 every time. Right? These girls are taking it to the next level. They got their own Uber drivers, then they clown the Uber drivers. Like, it's insane, bro. And guys just don't want to believe it. And then they're clowning the guy, like one of the guys they were talking about, like the guy I was telling you earlier about, who drives them around and has marijuana on him. They were calling him fat, which is another thing where I tell you guys, like, bro, you got to get in good shape. You don't got to be Kreezy anime character physique, but you can't be a fat, you can't be a slob. So you can't be at the physical point where people are laughing at your physique, right? You got to do some cardio, lift some weights, because these girls not going to take you serious. They're going to treat you like that. And these guys are probably thinking, oh, man, I got these girls, man. They're hanging around me. Then you ask them the real question, oh, are you smashing? Nah, bro, I ain't smashed yet, but, I'm working. Yeah, bro, for sure. You're going to get her one day. Keep giving her rides for the next 3 months. Then maybe one day she'll be drunk and she got played by the guy who she wants but doesn't want her. Maybe she might give you some. Oh my God, I can't think of those. She might. Oh my God, I'm on the spot. I'm not gonna edit this out. She's gonna get. I can't think of the word. Damn it. Okay, but for a lack of better word, she's gonna give you some box. But remember, I just said she's drunk. And remember what I said earlier, having intercourse with a drunk woman, that's kind of great. So and now the next day she could lie, like a bunch of. It's just not worth it, bro. It's just not worth it. Girls will absolutely take advantage of you if you let. Not even girls. I don't even want to make this a girl thing. People in general will 100% take advantage of you if you let them. I feel bad for the guys because they don't know any better, probably, most likely, or maybe just extremely thirsty. Maybe they don't have any female interactions, But, I mean, at the same time, I don't really feel bad for them because they got to learn. But then again, now that I'm sitting here talking and thinking about it, a lot of these guys, they don't ever learn. They don't ever learn. They're stuck in the same cycle, the same loop forever and ever and ever and ever, and they don't really learn. And it's just sad. Extremely, extremely sad. And then, a matter of fact, now I'm talking about another thing that I hear these girls talk about, and they're talking about this guy. They were talking about this guy, like one of the girls. She was talking about this guy she's talking to, and she said she's not really attracted to him because the nigga is a yapper. He just talks so much. I be telling people, bro, you don't want to be known as a yapper. No man should be labeled as a yapper. I'm on YouTube. I'm on the camera. I'm here talking. It's my job to yap. But off camera, in person, bro, I'm not really a yapper. I wish someone I know in the real world would say that Kreezy is a yapper. They are a damn liar. I'm not a yapper because I already know that. I do a lot of reading. I read books. Oh, Kreezy, you read books, you nerd. Nigga, fuck you. I'm smarter than you. And I'm more open-minded than you. Which means that I can adapt better than you, right? And one of the books I read is The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene, the author of The 48 Laws of Power. And in that book somewhere, I had this line. I'm annotated the hell out of this line. He says, and I quote, it's in all caps, I believe. In all caps, he says, "At all costs, learn how to control your tongue." That line hit me like a smack in the chest. Like I had a heart attack, because that line is so real. You need to learn how to control your mouth. It's just like law 2 or 4 of the 48 laws of power. The more you talk, the more likely you are to say something stupid, and that applies double with girls, because you know how you yap, you say the wrong thing, you done messed it up. You done messed it up because you don't know how to shut up. You ran your mouth. You're almost cursed. You're a chatterbox. You don't know how to shut up, right? Nothing is more unattractive than being a yapper. Only girls can get away with being yappers. You know how you be on these dating sites, and all these girls be like, they're a yapper, D1 yapper, all that stuff. But they can get away with it because they're a girl. You know, some guy's gonna come smash them anyway. You know what I'm saying? But as a guy, you yapping, they ain't nobody coming to smash you. No, it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So I guess the biggest takeaway from this video is, don't let these girls use you. Do not let these girls use you for what you got. Like I said, all exchanges, all transactions, it should be beneficial for both parties. If you're just driving, in the case of these gentlemen that I was talking about, if you're just driving these girls around, not getting any benefit, to make matters worse, they're saying they're going to pay you, then they don't even pay you. I mean, that doesn't even make any sense. You know what makes it even more disrespectful? Those same girls, they were trying to get me to... They were saying, yo, if we pay you off the Uber app, would you? Hell no, automatically. They said no. I said, nigga, I got shit to do. Like, nigga trying to finesse me, Kreezy? No way. No way. Let me tell you something about Kreezy. Kreezy already been finessed. Kreezy has been scammed and finessed in every single way possible, in every single realm, in every single industry. I got skin in the scamming game, but I was the one getting scammed. I'm not the scammer. I was the one getting scammed. I got skin in the scamming game. I ain't gonna get scammed again. Ain't no way. I ain't getting finessed again. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. It's already happened to me too many times. I'll be damned. You know what they say? First time, shame on you. Second time, can't put the blame on you. Third time, nigga, I'm on like the fifth time. I'm done getting scammed in all aspects of life, right? So that's why when I am messing with females, I think it's transactional in both ways. Like one time I was trying to set a date up with this woman, and me, Kreezy, I'm not taking no girls to no fancy place or anything like that first date. Like, I don't even know you. I don't even know if I like you in person. I would say, let's go to Chipotle. This girl says, oh, Chipotle is cool, but let's go to this place. And it was like some bar. I said, that bitch, hell no. Like, what? I'm not taking you to no bar. What? First of all, I told you I don't drink. I don't like being around that type of environment. So that was already an L. And then second of all, nigga, I'm the one setting the date and deciding where we're going to go, right? And paying. So how the hell are you going to tell, with me not knowing you, I don't even know your last name, you going to tell me, no, let's go here? No. I told her no. She said, what did she say? She said something like, she's like, I wish you the best. Didn't even respond. It's not even worth it, right? Like I told you, Kreezy been scammed before, not going to get scammed again. And I'd be damned if I be scammed in the way of giving girls free rides with no benefit. Like, it's just sad. It's just sad. Do better. Really look at the transactions you're doing with people and think, is it really worth your time and energy?